Our scene is Act 3, Scene 4, where Macbeth hallucinates Banquo's ghost while hosting a banquet, which causes him to diminish his status to his guests. Throughout the scene, there are four main characters that each of us focused on: Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Banquo's ghost, and the nobles. My article, Understanding Stress-Induced Schizophrenia by Emma Dibben, is significant to Act 3, Scene 4 because it assists in understanding the impact of Macbeth's stress due to the murders, specifically during the scene because he starts to increasingly spiral. During the scene, Lady Macbeth reveals Macbeth has always suffered from a serious mental illness. She expresses to her worried guests, "My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray you keep seat, the fit is momentary." This conveys an insinuation to Macbeth having schizophrenia. It's also supported by symptoms of hallucinations, seeing Banquo's ghost, and disorganized behavior. Thus, the article can be applied to Macbeth's character in displaying how his stressors have gradually triggered psychosis. Gibbon reports, this is also known as the two-hit hypothesis. The first hit is genetic or environmental factor that disrupts a person's brain development, making them more susceptible to a second hit. In our performance of Act 3, Scene 4, we will explore the psychological deterioration by utilizing different forms of stress and how they cause symptoms to manifest. For example, Macbeth experiences high levels of anxiety that cause him to become on edge. This can be shown in deliberate instances of being untouched from reality, such as jerky reactions, which follows to his schizophrenic episode. In our scene, Macbeth will embody the psyche of stress-induced schizophrenia through his paranoia, hallucinations, and insanity.
I focus on how Macbeth should act and how the ghost should be portrayed. The article I researched provides a report that associates childhood trauma with mental disorders such as psychosis. Symptoms of psychosis include hallucinations or having trouble distinguishing between what is real and what is not. This information is important because to our scene, during the banquet, Macbeth often displays symptoms of psychosis, and we can infer that because of this psychosis, Macbeth truly believes that the ghost of Banquo is real. He's frantic in his speech, trying to prove to Lady Macbeth the ghost is real, especially when he says, "Prithee see there, behold look," and to the ghost he says, "Lo, how say you," in lines 61 and 62. This information will help us in acting, so we can make sure the ghost seems real to Macbeth by giving the ghost characteristics the assassins provide Macbeth, making it look bloody and like a real dead body. This helps the actor of Macbeth portray emotions of fear and anxiety easier through stuttering and facial expressions.
I delved into Lady Macbeth's character, who is an intriguing woman murderer. I researched Christian Jarrett's informative article, The Psychology of Female Killers, in which Jarrett informs readers that there is a mistaken cultural assumption that women are by nature incapable of being serial killers, and aims to teach people about women killers. In his descriptions, Jarrett shows Lady Macbeth to fit the mold of the common woman killer. When applying this, we can assume that she has other traits that murderers like her share. First, it is mentioned how women killers are resourceful or logical with their crimes. This entails that Lady Macbeth may have fabricated the whole plan for how to get away with their previous crimes. So when Macbeth goes off her plans, she becomes more anxious in our scene. Specifically, in line 54, where Macbeth says the table is full, Lady Macbeth will be a little thrown off and confused. As the scene goes on, Macbeth starts to seem crazy, and in line 59, where he says, "Which of you have done this?" she will become more frantic as he is messing up her constructed plans by acting out in front of all the nobles. Along with this, we can make some further assumptions about Lady Macbeth. Jarrett informs that all women killers in his study had some type of childhood trauma in the form of abuse, drugs, alcohol, or mental illness. Since every killer had some childhood trauma, we must assume Lady Macbeth did too. This means that during our scene, Lady Macbeth should be somewhat mentally ill in a way that is more so than the nobles, yet still trying to maintain a proper look and only giving very subtle hints to her illness, like tenseness and other methods of anxiety.
An important part of the scene is the reaction of the nobles. In the story, this moment creates accusations towards Macbeth regarding the death of Duncan. In Ingrid Ferreira's article, History of Mental Illnesses, Ferreira reports the several different reactions of mental illness throughout time, arguing the classifications on mental illnesses have only been correlated to the time and environment. A point where she develops this claim is elaborating on an idea that different societies had different etiologies for mental illnesses. This is significant to Act 3, Scene 4 because she mentions the etiology of mental illness for the time period around the writing of Macbeth. Specifically in the article, she states, between the 11th and 15th century, Supernatural theories of mental disorders again dominated Europe, fueled by natural disasters like plagues and famines that lay people interpreted as brought about by the devil. This is relevant to the scene because we could implement a noticeable prayer, stutters, raising a voice, and visual concernment in the nobles witnessing Macbeth's hallucinations at the table.
You know your own decrees. Sit down, at first and last. The hardy are welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourselves will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess needs her state, but in this time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks their welcome.
See they encounter thee with their hearts' thanks. Both sides are even. Here I sit in the midst. Be large in mirth. None will drink a measure, the table round. There's blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
Is better he without than thee within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut, that I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats, yet he's good that did the like for Fleance. If thou didst it, thou art the unperilled.
Most royal sir, Fleance escaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casting air. But now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound to the saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe?
Aye, my good lord, safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trenched gashes in his throat, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies, the worm that hath nature will venom breed. No teeth for the present, but get thee gone tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
Aye.
My royal lord, you do not give it here. The feast is sold that is not often vouched, while 'tis of making, 'tis given with welcome. The sauce to meat is ceremony. Eating is bare without it.
Sweet remembrance, sir. Now good digestion wait on appetite, and health on both.
May it please your highness, sit.
The table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is it that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thou glory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Say, worthy friends, my lord is often thus, and happened from his youth. Pray you keep seat. This fit is momentary. Upon a thought, he will be well. He again will be well. If you much note him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
The bony was like that dare look on that which might apparel the devil.
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Oh, these flaws and starts, imposters to true fear, would well become a woman's story, a winter's fire, authorized by her Grado. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool.
Please see there. Behold, look. Lo, how say it? Why what care I? If thou canst nod, speak too. If charnel houses and our graves must send it, those that we bury back, our monuments shall be the maws of kites.
What quite unmanly folly.
If I stand here, I saw him.
Fie for shame.
Blood hath been shed ere now. Is the olden time ere a mean statue purge the gentle wall. Aye, and since 2 murderers have been performed, too terrible for the ear, the time has been that when the brains were out and the man would die, and there in the end. But now they rise again with 20 mortal murderers and their crowns, and push us from our own stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your friends do lack you.
I do forget, but do not lose me at my most worthy friends. I have a strange affinity which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love, and health to all. Then I'll sit down. Give me some wine. Fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dearest friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he be here, to all and him we thirst, and to all.
Our duties in the pledge.
Avaunt and quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee! Thou hast no speculation in those eyes, which thou glare with.
1.
Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man I dare! Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros, or thy high Syrian tiger. Take any shape, but that, from my firm nerves, shall never tremble or be alive again. And dare me to desert with thy sword? If trembling I inhabit, then protest me, the baby of a girl. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence. Why so being gone? I am a man again. Pray you sit still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good medium, with all admired disorder.
And such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder. You make me strange, even to the disproportion that I owe, when now I think that you can behold such sights, and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks, when mine is blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night and better health. Attend His Majesty.
A kind good night to all.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move in trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have by maggot pies and coughs and rocks be brought forth. The secrets, man of blood, what is the night?
Almost at odds with morning, which is which.
How sayst thou that Macbeth denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it, by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them, but in his house I keep a servant freed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will to the weird sisters. More shall they speak, for now I am bent to know by the worst means the worst, for mine own good. All causes shall give way. I am in blood, step too far. Should I wait no more, returning were as tedious as go over. Strange things I have in head that will go to hand, which must be acted, ere they may be scanned.
You lack the seasons of all nature. Sleep.
Come, will to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed.